Hey guys, welcome back. Today's video is so late that I don't even think I should be posting this still, but I want to, and I think it would be fun to go through what I read. So I'm going to be doing my March and April reading recap. Yes, it is May. But nonetheless, we're still gonna go through it. We're still gonna get through it. And this is gonna be fun. Starting off with March, I have You Shouldn't Have Come Here by Geneva Rose. This one is a thriller, suspense, romance, like killer book. I ended up giving this a 3.25 out of 5 stars. To me, the ending of it felt very rushed and I don't know, it just felt like I needed more, but the ending was just, it revealed like who the killer was and then it was over. It didn't feel like, I just felt like there was more that needed to be said. Then we have Such Sharp Teeth by Rachel Harrison. This one was a werewolf, less romance, more like finding yourself book, and it touched a lot on some family issues. I gave this a 3.25 out of 5. I liked it, but I was not enthralled by it. Like, I think I would read Bride again by Ali Hazelwood over reading this one. I just didn't really understand the character development, and the ending, similar to You Shouldn't Have Come Here, left me wanting more and just felt, I don't know, I feel like there could have been maybe 1 to 2 more chapters just kind of fleshing out the story. Then we have Legendary by Stephanie Garber. I was already iffy on reading this book because I read Caraval and I was not a fan of Caraval, but after reading Legendary, I think I'm going to DNF the Caraval series, which is crazy because I love Once Upon a Broken Heart. So not liking the Caraval series has just thrown me off. I ended up giving Legendary a 3.75 out of 5 just because the magic system did not make sense to me, and it had not made sense to me since Caraval. Like, I understood the basics of it, but that was it. And the more she got into it, the more I was so confused, and I didn't understand why Jax had showed up. And maybe that's my fault. Maybe I should have read Caraval before Once Upon a Broken Heart, but to me, Jax showing up made no sense. Then we have Lights Out by Navessa Allen. This one, I'm not a big dark romance fan, which I think there's like only one other dark romance that I read in these 2 months. The last truly dark romance that I read was Haunting Adeline. Hated it. Hated it. Never again shall I read it. And Lights Out changed my mind a little bit, but I still don't think I'm a dark romance person. I just don't think it's for me. This one is a stalker romance. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. In the first 20%, maybe, no, not 20%. Maybe like the first 80% was good. The last 20% was not good. It felt like it was 2 different books. Like, we went from a stalker romance, mask, kink thing to, spoiler alert for anyone who's not read the book, to they killed somebody and now they have to cover up the body, and then her family's in the mob, and it wasn't vibing. It wasn't fitting with the rest of the 80%. It felt like 2 different books. So let me know if I should read the second one, because I don't know if the second one's come out or if it's coming out, but let me know. We have First Time Caller by B.K. Borison. This I was thoroughly surprised by. I got this back in February when I went to Blush Bookstore. Oh, it was so good. I was so worried it was not gonna be that well because I'd seen some people just say like, it was kind of whatever. It was so good. 4 out of 5 stars. I loved it. The slow burn, the hopeless romantic. Read it. We have Night Shift by Annie Crown. This, it was okay. It was definitely like a fluffy, meet cute, good for an in-between Like if you're in Throne of Glass or if you're in ACOTAR and you just need like a nice fluff in between, definitely good. I gave it a 3.75 out of 5. My only qualm with this book is that the main character could not see that she was the problem. And she, babe, you are the red flag. You are the problem. There was no reason for that third act breakup other than you can't put 2 and 2 together. 1 + 1 is 2. You got 6. Make it make sense. Then we have Behind the Net by Stephanie Archer. I had read The Fake Out. Loved it. Loved it. Behind the Net was good. I think I still like Fake Out more than Behind the Net. I gave this a 3.5 out of 5. I just couldn't stand the MMC. His ego was too big and his attitude was too like, I'm hot shit and you're not. And I just couldn't get over that, like the whole book. But still recommend Stephanie Archer and still recommend The Fake Out. We have The Wedding Witch by Erin Sterling. I think this is the last book in this series that I read. I read The Ex-Hex and The Kiss Curse, I think is the second one. This one I gave it 3 out of 5. I really liked it. I liked rounding off this series. This series is really cute. I would save it for the fall though, because it is very witchy. The time travel in this book threw me off though, considering the other two were all about curses, and I mean this one was about a curse, but like those ones were more focused on the curse. This one was very heavy into the time travel, and it threw me off. It kind of like, I was following along and then they time traveled and I was confused. But definitely recommend The Ex-Hex. That one, my favorite out of the series. We have God of Malice by Rena Kent. Now let's remember what I said about dark romances. Haunting Adeline, Lights Out. God of Malice truly made me realize I'm not built for dark romance. Sure, let a guy wear a mask. Let a guy stalk her a little bit. I don't think I'm built for it though. God of Malice, 5 seconds in, and they're not doing it, but like he's forcing her. And I wasn't vibing with it. And I finished the book and I gave it a 0.5 out of 5. Not for me. That's all I gotta say. Dark romance, not for me at all. Now we're getting into April. So, after God of Malice, when I thought all hope for humanity was lost, I obviously had to read a cowboy romance to gain that hope back. So I read Rein Me In by Kayla Gross. I'm not quite sure. This one, small town, enemies to lovers, brother's best friend, but it's late brother's best friend, which added some interestingness to it. I gave this a 3.5. It was really good on the enemies to lovers, and I mean, I feel like base rating for any cowboy romance is going to be a 3. I love a cowboy romance. I mean, the cheetah print, the cowboy hats, all of my Lila Sage next to me. I love a cowboy romance. Then we have The Unfortunate Side Effects of Heartbreak and Magic by Brianne Randall. This one I had just scrolled across when I was on Libby and I needed something to listen to while I was at work. I can't really remember this book. I don't know if it's because I just took so long to read it that it was like starting to flush itself out of my brain, but I gave it a 3.75 out of 5. It was second chance romance, grief, and focused very heavily on family problems. I just wasn't a fan of the plotline. I really, like I said, I don't remember much of it. It did have recipes in it though, which I really liked, and I wrote down those recipes because I want to make some of them. But besides that, there wasn't much that was like there. And there was, the second chance romance should not have been second chance. The guy was literally married and had a kid on the way. Should not have been second chance. Should have kicked him to the curb chance. That made no sense. Sticking with the witchy, which is weird because it's summertime. I don't know why I was so captured by like the spooky magic books, but we have Hex in the City by Kate Johnson. I really liked this one. It didn't blow me out of the water as the Ex-Hex did, but it was a nice fluff in between, like just kind of mindless read. I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars. It was magic, found family, and romance. The romance, it was a part of it, but it wasn't the hugest part of it. The found family was more of the main aspect of the book. Ooh. The Wall of Winnipeg and Me by my bitch, Mariana Zapata. The only Mariana Zapata book I have read before this was All Roads Lead Here. That book ate down. Tobias Rhodes, take me. So this one is fake dating, enemies to lovers, and the guy is an athlete. I gave this 4.75 out of 5. I mean, I love Mariana. I love her writing. There just could have been a little more. And maybe it was the fact that like he was such an ass at the beginning, in my opinion, very grumpy. But it was delicious. And I can't wait to read The Things We Water, The Things in the Water. I can't remember the exact title, but it just came out from Mariana. I haven't found it in town lately, but you know I'm keeping a lookout, and you know the minute I see it, I'm getting my sticky little paws on it. And this one was another one that I was very hesitant about because I've seen a lot of mixed reviews. That is Deep End by Ali Hazelwood. Now, I did not know the premise of this book going into it. I thought it was college romance, they're both swimmers, whatever. I was a bit turned off and taken aback when I realized the plot was, well, the start of the plot was just that these two had similar sex interests. I was not intrigued, let's just say, when I learned that in like the first 5 minutes of me reading the book. But I kept going and I turned out to actually really like it. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. The story progressed so well and I'm so happy because I thought it straight up was just gonna be they have the same sex interest and that's the book. I'm so glad that it went beyond that and it became this like they both finally found someone that they truly love and that truly understands them. Oh, read it, listen to it, whatever. Actually, no, don't read it. Listen to it because that Swedish accent. Oh. Okay, so we learned I hate and am not made for dark romance. I've also learned I hate and I'm not made for monster/alien romance because I read Ice Planet Barbarians by Ruby Dixon. Nope. I don't know what I was thinking, but no, I mean, literally chapter 1, she gets abducted by aliens. Not for me. I read the whole book. No, I've seriously thought about DNFing it a few times, but my boyfriend convinced me to keep reading it. Thanks, babe. Thanks for that one. Never again. Nope. All love to Ruby Dixon and all love to the people that love alien romances. It's not for me. I gave it a 0.5 out of 5. And the only note that I have is I regret reading this. So that rounds out my March and April reading recap. Sorry that it is so late. I will try and not to make May that late. I know I've yet to do a May TBR video. I don't think I'm gonna do it. If I do, it'll probably be by the same time that the recap is coming out. Thank you for watching. Let me know what y'all have read / what y'all are going to read in May. Thank you guys for watching and I will see you in the next video. Bye.